Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're doing well um, and having a good week. We're at Thursday again already. It's Thursday. I know. I just thought I'd come on and um, well, just have a wee chat, a wee blather with my wee pals. I had an email from my main man on here, the Jeffster. I can see you smiling. I can see it. I can see you smiling. And thank you, by the way. It was really, it's always lovely hearing from you. It's always lovely hearing from anyone. But yeah, I love hearing from Jeff. Whenever I get an email, I'm like, oh, Jeff, he sent me an email. So I perused that earlier, and yeah, I'll reply. I take a bit of a slow ass, but I'll reply. I will, I promise. And in the email, he asked. He asked when I came out, came out, came out. What year? When. Um, so yeah, I just thought I'd talk about coming out and being gay. But it's not. I don't know. It's not being gay. It's not really an issue for me. Um, I don't wear. I'm not one of those that wears it as a badge. I don't wear it as a badge. I. It's just a minuscule part of who I am. Um, and yeah, it's very much a non event. It was nothing. It was absolutely nothing. Um, but yeah, it was 90. I mean, I've always. It's very strange, isn't it, being gay? Because straight people will say, "Oh, when did you first realise you were gay?" And if I was asked that now, I would just say, "Well, when did you first realise you were straight?" And they're like, "Oh, okay, fair enough." It's that, isn't it? It is that kind of thing. It's like, well, sexuality is just something that you always feel. Um, yeah, it's not some. Well, I don't know. I suppose it differs. It differs for all. Not everyone's going to have the same experience. It's different for every person. Like anything in life is different for every person, different experiences, different personalities. So, but for me, I've completely forgotten where I was going then. For me, yeah, I've always just, I mean, being younger, I always played with girls. Well, what would be seen as girls' toys. I always liked the girly things. I remember an early one was Rainbow Bright. I remember having. I only had two, just two dolls. I had the small, because you could get the small ones, which were about, I don't know, I suppose about, how big were the small ones? About 10 inches, something like that. Little like raggy dolls with the nice hair and stuff. I had the small one, the small Rainbow Bright, and then I had the big one, the big Rainbow Bright. And then my sister, I said this before, my sister got me a Sprite, the yellow one. Oh yeah, I know. Oh, I do remember having a small. Oh, I've got a small Sprite. I think he's still in the attic with my trolls. He is still in the attic with my trolls. I'm sure Hammy, a little purple one. I think he's a wizard actually. He's like wizard. He's got some kind of hat on. And I had that, and I had the dog as well. Loads of us in the street had the Rainbow Bright dog because I remember it was sold in town in the news agents. It was called NSS, the news agents, and yeah, it was in there. Oh yeah, I remember that. And I think they were really cheap. So a load of us kids in the street had the Rainbow Bright dog. It was really cute, really fluffy. Oh, I like that. Um, so yeah, I always had, and I had He-Man, but for me it was when She-Ra came out. It was like, oh my god, yes, yes, that's more me. That's more me. So I had the She-Ra dolls. That was amazing. I remember that. Again, I've said before, haven't I? Going into WH Smith's, which was a big like department store, books, toys, loads of things. And yeah, going in through the double doors and then seeing them all lined up, all on those hooks. They had the big, the hooks, and then the card with the doll on it and they put them on the hooks. Seeing them all lined up, thinking, oh God, I've got to just pick one. Which one do I pick? Do I pick Caster Speller or Froster or Glimmer? But yeah. And Gem. I always like the girly stuff. So I think, not all the time, that doesn't always eventuate onto somebody being gay. It doesn't. You might just get a guy who does like the more brightly coloured girly things. But I think 9 times out of 10, it would probably mean that you're a young gay boy. But of course you don't know that because you don't have sexual feelings when you're young. That kicks in a little bit later. And then you kind of know then. And by then, yes. So I suppose kind of 11, 12 age. Yeah, you kind of know then. And I would have been in primary school. So yeah, I mean, I suppose you get crushes on other boys your age, And then the pop stars come in and you start liking pop stars. I kind of think one of my early crushes, kind of pop star wise, would have been, oh, he was really cute though. There was a group, a boy band, but they were a proper band. I mean, they played instruments, called Brother Beyond. I think they had a couple of minor hits in America, but yeah, they had some big hits over here. With the Hit Factory, they produced a couple of their songs. They're really big. Wrote and produced a couple of their songs. They're really big. So Brother Beyond, their lead singer was Nathan Moore. Oh, I think he was really cute. And I had a big stack of posters that I collected from all the pop magazines, Smash Hits and Big, TV Hits, all that kind of stuff. A big stack of posters of Nathan and the group, but they were always in a drawer. I never put them up on the wall. So you get to that age and you think, you kind of know. But yeah, I mean, I do remember a few times being really nervous that somebody was going to find out you're gay. And I do actually remember, I would have been in the spare room at the time, the box room. Small room, but yeah, that was my bedroom. I remember being in there. I do remember being in bed thinking, oh, please don't let me be gay when I'm older. Don't make me be gay when I'm older. Don't let me be gay. But it wasn't a good thing. It wasn't a to be gay in the 80s. It was not a positive thing. I mean, now I do like the fact that now you can be a pop star and you can come out as gay and it's fine. It's celebrated now. You're sent a bouquet of flowers from Elton John. But oh yeah, back in the 80s, no, it wasn't a good thing. It wasn't a positive thing. So yeah, I do remember thinking, oh, please don't let me be gay. But yeah, I mean, I think my family. I mean, I can't even actually say came out. I didn't even kind of. I'm air quoting a lot today. I can't even really say I came out. I just always liked what I liked, which was the girly stuff. But yeah, I mean, I did come out very kind of non-event way in 97. I remember because Danny had a single out. She was riding high with All I Want to Do. Danny Minogue, it's Danny Minogue. She had All I Want to Do out and it was doing really well. And I remember I came out around that time, but yeah, it was. But I came out on the phone to a friend of mine at the time. A friend of mine at the time called Ty. He was a friend I met in secondary school, but he was only there for. He'd moved down from another part of the UK, and he was only there for. Can't really remember, 6 months, and then he moved back. His family moved back, but we stayed in touch. I mean, it would have been letter writing and phone calls back then, which I was still okay with the phone. I was still able to. I wasn't as rattled as I am now. But yes, anyway. This would have been 97, beginning in 97. He called me up and we're talking, and I could kind of get the sense that something was on his mind, and he was very much, oh yeah, I've got something to tell you. And I can't remember what he was exactly, I can't remember the exact words or anything, but I do remember he was skirting about something, and I think I thought, oh, I know what's coming here. And then he says, oh, but I just wanted to tell you that I'm gay. And just quick as a flash, straight off the bat, I was like, so am I. And he was, what? Really? Yeah. I had no idea. He was. I had no idea he was gay. He said he had no idea I was, but I don't know. Maybe he wasn't very perceptive, but yeah, that was the first person I. Well, I didn't actually say the words "I am gay," but I said "so am I." So am I. And we're like, and you do get that kind of that feeling of, like a weight's been lifted, don't you? You do. It's very freeing. It's very freeing. And you do feel a lightness. Oh, that's better now. But the sun keeps going in and out, so you might get me more illuminated and not at different times. Anyway, yeah. So that was that. Conversation was great. End. Phone down. Ooh. And then I can't remember how long after. Probably the same week. Maybe a week later, but probably the same week actually. My other friend who used to live down the road, he came up to see me, and we were just talking. I was sat here. I remember things like this. I was sat there on I think it was our old pink sofa. It wasn't like a pink, like a salmon pink. Anyway, and he was sat here, and we were just talking, and I don't know why. I must have felt a bit brave. I just said, "Oh, Ty phoned me the other evening," and he said, "Oh, he told me something." And he was like, "Oh yeah, what was that?" And I said, oh yeah, he was skirting about, and then he just told me he was gay. And then this other friend, Lewis, he said to me, oh God, so what did you say? And I suppose I must have been on a bit of adrenaline, and I just said, oh well, I just said, so am I. And he was like, I don't think he was as shocked. I was like, what, really? And then that was that. That was my kind of coming out to him. And I was on the floor showing him all these magazines. Oh yeah, I like him. And that was that. Just they're very much non-events. My coming outs. But that was fine. And again, that was even more freeing because I was telling somebody face to face. So yeah, I was probably grinning a bit. But yeah, it's very freeing, isn't it, when you come out, when you tell somebody. There's definitely a release. But yeah, told him that was fine. He never said anything to me. Like, so am I. I thought it could be a domino effect. So am I. Yeah, and that was that. And then, probably a couple of weeks later, Lewis, phoned me and said, oh, I've just come out to my parents. I was like, oh, I can't remember my reaction, but I kind of thought he was anyway. But anyway, he said, oh, I just come out to my parents. Oh yeah, it went really well. And I remember after that phone call being really pissed off, feeling really pissed off. And I do remember thinking, oh, it always works out all right for him. I remember feeling a bit bitter even at that age. So in 97, so 20, was that a couple of weeks after my 22nd? Anyway, I think at that time I was 21. So not young, but not old either. 21. I remember feeling pissed off, and I think I was actually in a bit of a bad mood for a while. So I remember kind of clomping about the place. And this particular day, I think it was a Saturday, Mum was getting ready to go off to work. I think she would have she did work a lot with people with learning difficulties. She worked a lot with them. She liked that. And she used to go off and work shifts and stuff. So she'd be doing, say, like 2 in the arvo till 10 at night, or she'd sleep over. She'd go in at 10 and come back the next morning. Anyway, she was getting ready to go off. And I do remember being quite miserable that morning, being quite not sad miserable, just a bit kind of, still a bit pissed off. And I remember being in the kitchen, we were talking, and I can't remember what she said, but I do remember storming up the stairs. I do remember kind of shouting, because you haven't even fucking asked me, have you? And I remember just storming off up the stairs and going into my bedroom. And then she comes into my bedroom. And I don't know, there's just a bit of talkiness. And then she says, oh, what do you think? And then she says, it always makes us laugh when we talk about it now. And then she says, oh, what, do you think you might be a bit funny? A bit funny. That was always a bit of a thing in the UK. Like, if somebody thought somebody was gay, it'd be like, oh, what, is he a bit funny? Is he a bit funny, is he? That was a bit of a thing, a bit of an old person's phrase. But yeah, she said to me, oh, what, do you think you're a bit funny? Do you think you might be a bit funny? And I just turned to say, yes, I am. I think I cried. I can't remember if she cried. I don't know. But yeah, I cried anyway, yeah. I said, yes, I am. I am a bit funny. Who the hell is this? It's alright, I think it's just a delivery man. It's not DHL. It's not DHL, unfortunately. Yeah, so that was that. That was my coming out. Do you think you're a bit funny? Yeah, yes, I am. But yeah, it makes me and my sister laugh. Say, oh, do you remember I say, oh, you're a bit funny. But that was it, and that was that. And I do remember we kind of said at the time, she said, oh, well, you know, we won't say anything to your brothers. It's all right. It's going in next door. I thought, don't come in here. I'm filming. Oh, actually, that's the Oh, actually, the post may come here because I think my faux fur is going to come. So I might have to pause. But anyway, yeah, that was my Oh, nothing. It did say out for delivery. Sorry, he might come back. Yeah, so that was that. That was my coming out. Do you think you're a bit funny? And yeah. She said, oh, you know, we won't tell your brothers. We won't say anything to your brothers yet. Not that I don't think they would have had a problem with it. But yeah, we kind of kept it to ourselves. But yeah, she did tell my sister. And I think my sister said she knew and all that. That was a bit funny. He's a bit funny, him. But yeah, that was it. That was it. That was 90. I think it was a couple. I think I always remember thinking it was a couple of weeks after my 22nd birthday, which is July. So yeah, I was 22 when I came out. But I didn't really come. I don't think I've actually. I don't think I was thinking about it before I filmed this. I don't think I've ever actually come out. I've never actually had to come out to anyone. I've never came out. I mean, even my family, you know, aunties, uncles, all that. I don't even know if, I mean, I'm guessing that they've guessed by now, but I don't even know if they actually know. They probably guessed, but I don't know if they actually know. But yeah, and 97 was only a few years before I stopped going out. So I never, and I've never had I've never had massive amounts of friends. So I've never had to come out to a lot of people. To anyone. I haven't come out to anyone. You see, that's why I call this coming out a kind of non-event, because it was a completely non-event. But yeah, easy breezy. I've been lucky, I suppose, because I've never had any comeback, or I've never had any homophobia, or I'm lost. My words. I can't grasp them. Yeah, I've never had any kind of bigotry or anything. Luckily, I know. I mean, was it easy for you guys? You guys that are gay. Was it easy? Was it traumatic? You know, it must be awful if it's traumatic, because you know you do hear of people that come out and they're just thrown out of their house. So what? Don't understand it, because it's literally all it is just you fall in love with the same sex. That's it. That is it. Why is that such a difficult thing to handle for people who are against us? It's just literally loving the same sex. That's it. I mean, I think the hatred comes from it's from people who can only think of how do I put this delicately, the sexual acts. I think that's what people kind of have the hang up with. But you know, when I think of straight couples, I don't think of them at it, do you? And there are a lot of straight couples that get up to the same kind of antics, so you know. But yeah, it was never an issue. Being gay it's never really been an issue. But yeah, I mean, has it been for you guys? Has it been easy? Has it been difficult? Tell me about it. But yeah, I mean, I was kind of thinking about, as I said earlier, about crushes and stuff, and I do remember lying on the couch over here, just flicking through flicking through the channels, and that was a Saturday, just flicking through the channels, and then I just must have flicked on to Sky One, and it was WWF, as it was then known, WWF, WWE now, and wrestling. And I do remember seeing this one. He was walking up to the ring. I was thinking, oh my God, who is that? It was like, oh. And yeah, I will show you this guy. It was, I was never really, I've never been into, when I was younger, I was never really into guys with long hair. But when I saw this guy, it was like, oh my God. It might have had something to do with him being in completely full black leather. That was obviously a big draw for me, but it was, oh my God. A wrestler called Diesel, who, yeah, was usually, well, he always had leather pants on. Oh, and I used to think he was fucking gorgeous. I still do now. When I look at him like that, I think, yes, can I have one like that, please? Oh, played by Kevin Nash, who is still gorgeous now. He is still gorgeous now. He's got short grey hair, but he's still really nice now. But yeah, he was one of my first big crushes. I got these a few years later from eBay. Oh, that is very nice. I mean, I couldn't wait when I was young. I couldn't wait to get my first pair of leathers. Another wee poster. Oh, I can't see it. It's all the bloody shine. Oh, hot. Very nice. So I like what I see. But yes, Diesel. He was a big crush of mine. I was never into wrestling, but yeah, him. Very nice. What what guys did you like when you were younger? But yeah, I remember thinking, oh, I'd love a pair of leathers. I got my first pair. Well, my mum actually ordered them for me. Christmas '96. You used to get the catalogues to the post, look through the catalogues, and I saw this pair of leather pants, and I would have been a bit nervous at the time asking, because I would have been thinking, oh God, is she going to think I'm gay? But anyway, I just asked. She said, oh yeah, all right, I'll get you those. She ordered them, and they didn't arrive for Christmas. '96 was early '97, but oh yeah, I remember getting those on. I remember they had to be sent back a few times because there was always some flaw. One, there was a big cut. Another one, it was all like hitched here. So yeah, I think it was the third pair I got. Yeah. And oh, this is going to be my fur now. And yeah, getting my first pair of leathers. I'm just going to pause this just for a sec because he's going to come on my phone first. So I'll see you in a bit. Hang on. Are you there? Are you there? No, it wasn't. It wasn't him. But I just looked at my emails and it said order delivered. So he must have brought them when he came here earlier. I didn't hear him stuffing anything into my box. But yes, I'll just give you a quick glimpse. Can't read bugger all. Oh, almost got a bit of green on here. Hang on. Bit of green fur. What's he come off? Oh, beautiful. Oh yeah, it's nice. I got a kind of, is it a shorter? It's like a slightly shorter pile, but oh, beautiful. Look at that. Oh, it look, oh, hang on, sweaty pits. It looks more bluer. On the camera here, it looks a bit tealy, but it's, oh, it's nice. That's nice, I like that. So I will, I won't do it today. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll cut out the pieces for little fur balls bed. Beautiful, oh, beautiful, I have to say. I love that. Yes. What was I saying? I can't even remember what I was saying before. But yes, who did you like? Crushes. Yeah. Just my my non-coming out was a bit of a non-event. Oh, see, I can't remember what I was saying before I paused, so I hope I wasn't in the middle of anything. But yes, that was mine. Very non-eventful. I've never really had to come out. But yeah, being gay, it's not a huge thing for me. Never really has been. I've never, as I said, I've only ever met two gay guys, Lewis and Ty, my friends. I mean, me and Ty, we're not friends anymore, but it just naturally ended, you know. But yeah, that's it. I've never had a big gay I've never had a big gay group. Sometimes I do think it would be nice to have a few gay friends around me. It would be nice. Yeah. But hey ho, you know, it didn't happen. But yeah, I've never been to any events, any gay events or anything. That's kind of why I don't know where I fit in. I don't know which section of the gay world that I fit into. I don't know, because I haven't experienced anything in life. And I think experiences and people that you meet help shape who you are as a person. Do you think that? I think that they help shape you as a person. They help you realize or discover where you fit in, you know? And I don't know, because I haven't had enough life experience. I haven't had much life experience, so I don't really know where I fit in. I think that's why I don't feel like I fit in anywhere, because I don't know. I don't know where I fit in. But yeah, the kind of whole gay issue, it's not an issue for me. I know for some people being gay is kind of everything. They're usually more the younger crowd, aren't they? I think gay people my age, not really that bothered. I don't broadcast it. Obviously never been to any kind of pride event. That wouldn't interest me in the slightest. Especially not nowadays. It's taken a whole new. I can't think of the words, but it's taken a whole new turn, isn't it? All of the fucking names, all of the acronym, all of those letters now. It's like, for God's sake, it makes me cringe. So whenever I refer to myself, my sexuality, it's just LGB, because that is all I fit in with. LGB, lesbian, gay, bi, their sexualities. I've got nothing against all the other letters that they've added, but I don't really know why. I don't really understand why the T was added. Trans people. I've never had any issues with trans people. I still don't. Be who you are. But I don't really know why that was added to the end. Because it's not a sexuality. LGB or all sexualities. Trans is not. But I think actually, I can't remember when it was added, but I think it was added in the UK. And in the UK, stop saying it. They were known as transsexuals, weren't they, back in the day? So I think that's probably why it was added to the end. But yeah, now all the other letters are baffling. I will never say the Q word because I think it's gross. Because that word, well, I mean, I can say the word, but I won't use it to refer to myself. Queer. Oh, it's a horrible word. That was a massive slur, especially in the UK. If you were called queer back in the day, that was a real offensive term. Really offensive. So I will never say that now. I hate the way it's been embraced. And somebody actually said something very wise words. He said, because now it's all these young kids say, we're embracing it, we're taking it back. Then you ain't got a fucking clue. You weren't around when it was being used as a slur. All these 12-year-olds. And yeah, this man said, if you've never had a word used against you in a negative way, you cannot reclaim it, which is true, isn't it? They can't reclaim it. They've never had it used against them in a negative way. So yeah, when people say, oh yes, I'm part of the Q community, I just think, fuck off. It pisses me off. I don't like that word. It's horrible. It's foul. I mean, that is what it stands for, the Q. It's not nothing else, is it? I'm not up on all the other QIA 2+ fucking 2 spirit shit in it. What the hell is that? Oh my God. And the flag now, the gay flag, what the hell is that all about? I mean, the old one, just the rainbow, just the rainbow colours, fine. I mean, again, I wouldn't wave one. It's not me. But you know what it is. You knew what it was. Now, what the fuck is that triangular bit that comes in at the side? What's that all about? I don't really know what all that's about. I'm not up on gay issues. I'm not, as I said before, I'm a bit of crap gay. I'm not up on all the jargon. But it's like black and brown. I did vaguely skim something. Didn't it say black people and brown people? I thought, well, what's that got to do with sexuality? It's bizarre. I think a lot of the time today, people are so terrified to forget some minuscule minority because they'll be, shouted down, that they quickly put it in. But yeah, what do you guys think of all that? the flag and all the fucking huge long acronym. That is the, I'm using the right word, aren't I? Acronym for the LGB. There's about 18 letters on the end now. What are you, do you like? I mean, I'm not downing you. If you like that, and you're all up for that and you go along with it, that's fine. I'm not downing you. We're not going to fall out over it. I can't be asked. I'm too old and jaded and grumpy to deal with all that kind of shit. And the flag, I just think it's very strange. When I saw it, it looks like some kind of European flag, European country flag. It don't look like a pride. It's just bizarre. I've rambled on again. I only intended this one to be about 20 minutes long, but I know that some of you like my long rambles. I'm talking to you, my man. You know who you are. I know you like my my long rambles, and I hope you're smiling right now. Yes, I do feel all perky now. It's you guys. You perk me up. You really do. You really do perk me up. I get really enthused when I think I want to be talking to my peeps. So thank you very much for listening to my my wafflings, my ramblings, my what was the word I used? Prattling. That was it. My prattling. I said, yes, you prattling pig. For God's sake. Oh yes, that was my my jaunt through my non-gay coming out kind of non-event. But yeah, I'd like to, was yours good? Was it bad? Was it easy? Was it sad? Did your mum ask you if you were a bit funny? Oh, right, I'm going to wrap up. And I think I might actually open little Furby today. He's still not opened, little furball. And just introduce him to his new beautiful faux fur. So thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for all the comments, the lovely comments. You know who you are. Thank you for your comments and your emails. It really does mean a lot. And I do get really excited when I get an email. Ooh. Thank you for watching. And yeah, look after yourselves. Coming up to weekend. And I will see you on the next Fuzzy Ramble. Take care. See you soon.